All right, started with a Fox Undercover investigation about controversial electric shock therapy at the Judge Rotenberg Center in Canton. Video of a student receiving the shocks has gone viral. Now the case is getting national attention. Investigative reporter Mike Beaudet is here this morning to talk about the story he broke that's being featured on the Anderson Cooper Show, which of course airs here on Fox 25. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Have you had your coffee yet this morning?
Not enough, but I've had some.
We like to steal you from the night show sometimes.
Yes.
Got to share the wealth. Well, let's talk about this. Anderson Cooper, how did this even happen?
Well, as you know, that video did go viral, and there's actually a petition online to try to ban the shocks at the school. One of the producers saw that petition, saw the video, then realized that we were the ones who first broadcast that video, and then it sort of came full circle, and they got on the case.
All right, so the show has been taped already, obviously, because you're here with us today. What did you have? I hear you had folks from both sides on the show, everybody together.
Right, it was pretty interesting. The show taped last week in New York, but it's going to air today at 4 on Fox 25. And so you had all the players from both sides, the Rotenberg Center and also the mother of the young man who's shocked in there. And, you know, we've interviewed these people before, but to have them all in one place and sort of have that audience reaction made it pretty interesting. We actually have a clip we'll show you first from the lawyer for the Rotenberg Center, Michael Flamia, and he's talking about the video. Anderson is really good about knowing this case, and he quizzes the lawyer about it. Let's listen to this.
Why did the center, though, fight the release of this tape for so long?
JRC is the only school in the country that videotapes everything. And JRC produced this tape when the lawsuit occurred, and the judge ruled that the tape should remain confidential until the time of trial.
But in another instance, the head of the school was accused of destroying tapes.
The videotape in that situation was shown to all the state investigators that looked into that situation.
But the head of the school did have to step down as part of a plea agreement.
Yes, I mean, he retired, and he had founded the school 40 years before his retirement.
So Anderson there pressing Michael Flamia about Matthew Israel. He was the founder of the JRC and last year was indicted and was forced to step down despite the fact that Flamia didn't really want to admit that, said, oh, well, he retired, and then the audience groaned. You don't hear it there, but it was interesting to see that reaction.
And I hear there was a little bit of a confrontation during the show as well.
There was, and we do have a clip of it. So Cheryl McCollins, she's the mother of Andre McCollins, the young man who was shocked, actually takes on the lawyer, and I can't explain it. Let's listen to it. You got to hear it to believe it.
Cheryl, what do you say to Mike?
My son did not have those erratic behaviors. Okay, he was not banging his head against walls, kicking. Matter of fact, in the video, he never hit anyone. You tied him down on a 4-point board with a helmet, which was contraindicated. They weren't supposed to do that. Also, I withdrew consent, and they did what they wanted to do anyway, because this is what they do. They abuse children.
So obviously a little heated there. Yeah. The other side also represented there. So you had the attorney, Michael Flamia, but you also had the parent of a student who's at the school who believes these shocks are saving his child's life. The kid's been there for years and years. So it really is, you know, an interesting debate that unfolds on the show.
Well, and you don't even get this in court where you get everybody sort of being able to talk to each other and all parties discussing something like this and basically being able to say whatever the heck they want at this point. Very interesting.
It was.
Did you get a chance to talk to Andre McCollins' mother and see how he's doing these days?
We did talk with Cheryl, and, you know, we haven't actually talked to Andre himself. He is still in a facility, but she says that, you know, he's never been the same since that day, and, you know, she just is, you know, trying to hope that he gets better, but she says never the same since those shocks.
All right, Mike Beaudet, we appreciate it. Obviously a story that's gone national, and now it'll be featured on today's Anderson Cooper today. Know what time that airs?
Airs at 4 o'clock, and we also have an interview with Anderson that I did about the show on the website, and also sort of a preview of the show, so you can check that all out, myfoxboston.com.
Great. Mike, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.